Hi, it's Mary, the Badass Happy Life Coach, and I am talking to you today about change. And I'm going to give you my top 5 tips with dealing with change. So change happens, it's part of life. Sometimes change can be forced upon you, sometimes you can choose change, and but most of all it's just life, it just happens. So top 5 tips. Tip number 1 is change your perspective. So change how you look at things. Change from a negative point of view to a positive, look at things from a different angle, all really super helpful. So think about somebody like your hero. So for me it's Wonder Woman. Yes, it's a fictional character, it doesn't matter. This stuff is the stuff that goes on in our head, it doesn't matter. So whoever you respect and think is amazing, so quite often I will think during the day, if a change happens and things, I might think, what would Wonder Woman do? And it helps me look at things from a different angle. So whatever works for you. Step number 2 is expect it. Change is gonna happen. Whether we like it or not, change is gonna happen. So the best way of dealing with change is to expect it. Tip number 3 is notice. Noticing is a skill. It's a thing that you can build upon. It's reflecting, it's noticing, it's thinking about where you are and what you're doing. So it's a skill that I have been working with for a couple of years now. And the best way I find is on a Sunday evening, maybe once a month, with a large, I was going to say tea then, but let's face it, it's going to be gin. So with a large gin, I'll get my diary out, get my journal out, look at my goals, notice where I am and what's going on, what's happening, what change is coming, expecting it. And it really helps to kind of get a clear picture of where we are moving forward. So step number 4 is enjoy change. Change does not have to be negative, and it is all goes on up here. So enjoy change, get excited about it, think about the positives. Step 5 is ask for help. So this is a tricky one, particularly for women and particularly for mothers, because we like to think we can do it, don't we? We don't like to ask for help. We like to think we can do it all, and it's really hard for us to ask for help. But asking for help doesn't need to be this great big thing. It doesn't need to be this big scary thing. So I'll give you an example. My little boy is starting school in September. It's a massive change. He's really excited about it. I'm a bit scared and a bit teary, and so I'm trying to do all my 5 tips with it. So I'm asking for help. So a big part of why I'm scared about it is because it's a change of routine, and anybody with a 4-year-old will know that routine is good, isn't it? Routine is good, and when our routine changes, it's scary, it's hard, it's tantrum city, Anyway, so what I've done is I've asked for help, and so we've been to the school, we've met one of the teachers, and I've talked to her about it. I've familiarised myself with the area and with the school entrances and exits. For our dog George, it's his morning walk, which is an important part of our routine, because otherwise he doesn't get a walk. So I actually walked past there at school drop-off time, and I spoke to a chap there that was dropping off his little boy with a dog, and I said, what do you do? Where do you tie him up? What do you do? Is he okay? Has he ever been stolen? And he said no, he's forgotten him a couple of times and got all the way to work, but yeah, so I've expected it and I have asked for help. Okay, and that wasn't scary. I might have looked like a crazy woman, but it wasn't scary. And now I feel much better about it. So by noticing what it was that I was scared about this change and asking for help, I'm totally okay with it now. I've got a plan, I've asked for help, and I can now be excited about it. So what change is happening in your life right now? See how my top 5 tips could help you. Comment below. This is social media. Let's get some conversation going, and I will see you next time. Take care.